Hey, most people chase cherry blossoms through Kyoto and Tokyo and call it done, but the best sakura in Japan is up where almost nobody goes. Get the timing right, and Hirosaki delivers the longest bloom window in the country. Miss it, and the petals fell before you arrived. I mapped the whole 3-day route out in a template, links in the description if you want it. Late April through early May is the window, mild temps, cherry trees wrapped around a castle, night illuminations, food stalls, the works. Start in Hirosaki because the castle park has 52 sakura varieties planted to overlap the longest bloom window of any major cherry blossom spot in Japan. Hirosaki Park sits on the old castle grounds with roughly 2,600 cherry trees. Not one variety, but over 50 planted so early and late bloomers overlap. When the petals fall, the moats fill so densely, the water looks solid pink. They call it hanekara, and it's arguably better than the flowers. This place ranks top 3 for cherry blossoms in Japanese domestic surveys, and most international travelers have never heard of it. Come in the morning, you trade the night illuminations for thin crowds and soft light, and bring cash for the food stalls. One of only 12 original castle keeps still standing in Japan, not a concrete rebuild, the actual 400-year-old timber. A few years ago, they picked up the entire keep and slid it sideways to fix the crumbling stone walls underneath. They're now moving it back, which means the interior is closed indefinitely, but the exterior framed by cherry trees is the main event anyway. Walk here from the park paths because the castle is the visual anchor of the grounds. Stone ramparts, blossom tunnels, Mount Iwaki behind it all. This is a shot from every best sakura list. Cherry trees arching over still water, petals scattered across the surface, a rowboat underneath. Rent a rowboat and paddle under branches dipping toward the water. On a calm afternoon, the moat surface doubles everything into a mirror. One person rows, so if that's you, and you've never done it before, everyone on the bridge is about to find out. Afternoon light is when this place delivers. The pink reflections warm up noticeably, and the boat rental lines thin out before sunset. Next day stays in Hirosaki, but trades petals for depth. A line of Zen temples, a samurai neighborhood, and a hall full of enormous painted festival floats. Behind the castle, 33 Soto Zen temples line a single stone paved street. The Tsugaru clan built them as a spiritual defense perimeter. Earthen walls, wooden gates, moss incense drifting from somewhere you can't see, and almost no other tourists. The dominant color is gray-green-brown, which is exactly the palette cleanser you need after 2,600 pink cherry trees. Visit here first, because some sub-temples close by mid-afternoon. Choshoji at the far end is the head temple and most reliably open. A few blocks away, the original Castletown grid survives. Stone walls, narrow lanes, and preserved samurai houses you can walk inside. Tatami rooms, dark timber, low ceilings, compact gardens. The warrior class lived modestly, and the houses show it. The merchant house in the same district had better furnishings than the samurai houses. Swords didn't pay as well as account books. This is a real residential neighborhood, not a restored for tourist zone. Walk through for the architecture and the quiet. Hirosaki's summer festival is one of the biggest in Tohoku, and this hall is the only way to see the floats up close in spring. Fan-shaped floats several meters tall, painted with fierce warriors and mythological scenes. Hirosakis are fans, not the doll-shaped ones from Aomori City. The live Tsugaru shamisen performances are the highlight, a fast, percussive 3-string style that sounds like it's trying to outrun itself. Time your visit around a shamisen show because they run on a schedule, and the Apple product tastings come with your entry. The final day moves to Aomori City, a contemporary art museum, a 5,000-year-old settlement next door, and a triangular tower on the waterfront. You don't expect a serious contemporary art museum this far north, but Aomori has one, and the collection punches well above its weight. Marc Chagall's massive theater backdrops, Yokoyama Taikan scrolls, and an entire gallery for Yoshitomo Nara, the big-eyed children artist on every tote bag. Outside on the lawn, Nara's oversized dog sculpture stares at you like it's deciding whether you belong here, the museum's unofficial mascot. The museum is a short bus ride from Shin Aomori Station, not walkable from the center. Check the website for timed entry during holidays. Walk from the art museum straight here because the grounds are shared. This 40-hectare settlement predates emperors, samurai, and temples by thousands of years. Reconstructed pit dwellings sit on the actual excavation spots, crouch inside one, then stand next to a 6-pillar tower nobody can fully explain. Hunter-gatherers built a permanent town here and stayed for generations, part of a UNESCO listing of Jomon sites across northern Japan. Because this is an outdoor site on exposed ground, calm morning weather is ideal. If it's pouring, swap for more time at the museum. Back toward the waterfront, Aomori's landmark is a triangular building shaped like the letter A, the architectural equivalent of wearing a name tag. The 13th floor observation deck gives you Mutsu Bay and the whole waterfront panorama, useful for orienting yourself to the city. Inside, Nebuta float displays, local cider tasting, and a ground floor shop selling apple pie that people get surprisingly opinionated about. This is a natural last stop because it's a short walk from Aomori Station. Check visibility before paying for the deck, then head to your train. Aomori and Hirosaki reward the extra train ride. Blossoms that last longer, temples you get to yourself, and history deeper than anyone expects. I built out the full route in an editable template with a map view. Grab it from the link in the description or pinned comment. Drop a comment about which stop you'd prioritize. The Temple Street and the Petal Moat both have their champions.